the young man says, yeah, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on because I'm marrying a white woman. I never knew this side of life. Wow. My life was always loud and chaotic.
They on the DL.
Yep, so according to this nigga, apparently any black male that dates outside of his race, a white woman, makes him gay.
We sitting somewhere with our wives, the women that treat us right, the women that appreciate how we treat them. That's where we at. We take it.
Women don't feel safe around men.
Black women, they are the noise. Hey sis, meet me on the porch. At this point, I need everybody to meet me on the porch. I need the black women, I need the white women, and I need the black men. This is some seriously that I am utterly disturbed by, and I am just tired because I don't understand why there's this major attack on black women. So this video, if it goes into a part 2, not a problem. I'm about to ram it up. I was in the barber shop today, and it was a young black male come in there. He might have been between that 22 to 24 age group. Very handsome, very, very handsome. So I believe he's might have just been coming back from college or graduating or whatever the case may be, because they were happy to see him when he came in. So he sits down, and so they're just talking, what's going on, and he's giving an update. He's graduated, he's got an engineering degree. Oh my God, I'm over there on the proudness. I'm in the background. I don't know him. I'm just kind of sitting down listening to what he's saying. So the barber begins to get filled in on him. What's been going on? This and that. And he says, I'm coming back. I'm getting married. So everybody, like, great. And I'm so on the side being so nosy and over there like a proud auntie. I don't even know this young man, right? So they start to kind of converse amongst each other, and they're talking. And so the young man says, yeah, I'm having a little problem. It's a lot going on because I'm marrying a white woman. And my family, they're not too happy about it. So the barber and everybody was like, oh, well, to each his own and this, that, and the other. So the barber was just kind of speaking to him, and he said, hey, where'd you meet her? And he said, oh, I met her in college. And he was like, oh, okay, because, back in the day you had all the girls. What made you decide that she was the one? Like, what made you want to marry the white girl or the white woman? No, with no disrespect. So what this young man said after that is what just literally took me out the game. As a black woman, as a black mom, in general. So he says that, he come from, of course, the hood and had a hard knock life, just with one mom and no dad. And that same, don't nobody I hate the fact that is such a stereotype. We hate it too. But so he goes off to say that when he went to college, it was a college that was mixed, but more so of a white college. And he start, meeting up with white friends. And, they introduced him to another whole world that he didn't know existed.
Welcome to the new world.
And the young girl, she became a friend and then introduced him to their family. And when he goes over there, they're all married. The parents is married, and they have a really good home, and they do things together, and they communicate. It's just a good energy, a good vibe. And this man said, I never knew this side of life. Wow. My life was always loud and chaotic and always disruptive with my family. So the young man said, he would go over there, and they would go on vacations. They would have Sunday dinners. When they had cookouts, there was no fussing, no fight, no arguing. It was just all love and vacations. I was thrown at what this young man was saying in regards to what he seen and what he witnessed being with this young lady and this new side of life. And so he said that, when he seen it, he started thinking about all of the chaos that his life was. You know, it was always baby mama drama and fussing and fighting, and they'll get together as a family and it'll be a fight, and the drunk uncles, the drunk mamas, you know, he was like, my aunt and uncles, they all on welfare and always scheming and always fussing and fighting, cussing, you know, trying to hook up with this dude and that dude, and it's just all these black women, just all that seemed like that's all I was raised up under, that's all I seen, that's all I know. And then I get to the white woman,
Dysfunction.
and it's different. And what he said after this is what really broke me. He said, you know, it's like when I came home the last time, he said, and I was in my family's event, it was nothing but chaos. He said the women, they in house shoes and bonnets, you know, they ghetto acting. He said, and I love them, but I don't love it. And he said, being with my white girlfriend, fiance, and her family, he said, you know what it's like? And this is what got me, ladies. He said, it's like if you're in a crowded room and you're surrounded by chaos and just everything, and everything is just chaotic and noisy and loud and disruptive, and you take some headphones and you put the headphones on, and you can drown everything out, because when you put the headphones on, it's quiet
Noise
and it's
canceling
peace.
headphones.
He said, that's what my fiance is to me and her white family. That whiteness, he said, they're my head.
He said the white woman is his noise canceling headphones. That's what it is. But let me let her finish.
Phones, and they are my peace. He said, and then black women and my black side of the family, they are the noise. They are the chaos. They are the noise.
Oh, there's more. She got a part two.
Cut off. But, you know, he said, black women, they are the noise. They are the chaos that was in his life. And now he has put on the headphones and received that peace from his white fiance and her family, with all due respect. But my question is, why the hell are we always so targeted? We as black women are consistently here to protect everybody, but there's not a damn person out here protecting us.
You can't make this up.
And the first person that will attack us is our men. I don't care what you say. Our men. This young man was not attacking us, but for him to compile and say that all black women are noise and every other race is their piece is heart-wrenching.
Wow. That there. Her age. Man. She is one of them ones that refuses to change. All of them refuse to change. This is the issue. It is. The man told you what the problem was. Dysfunction. Always arguing. This one got problems with this one. This one got problems with that one. I come from that myself. So I understand what the man is saying. Now, I didn't get myself a white woman, but truly, you see how it is on the outside. And I didn't even, my family was the experience, right? Let me repeat, because I've dealt with a lot of black women. Like that kid was 24. Me, when I stopped dealing with black women, I was in my 30s. That's when I met my wife to marry her. So I've had tons more experience. And I can second that motion. I can. Because I understand. And not only that, you know, them wanting dysfunction. That's the thing. That man wasn't like that. He didn't live that type of life. So you're an old lady, you have to understand. He really couldn't have fit in with much black woman, right? Because even the ones that go to college. I remember I reacted to a video a little while ago. One was at college and told me, yeah, I still dance to I still get ghetto. And she was talking, and it's like, you didn't change. You went to college and you still said you like to do hood rat shh. She said that. I still like to do hood rat shh. But you're in college. Man, they truly don't understand.
Dated mostly black guys since I was 15. It is not my sole preference. The only thing that I have like around my preference is that I don't date white guys. And a lot of people automatically assume, oh, she just dates, but no, like I will date Asian guys, Hispanic guys, Middle Eastern guys, Indian guys. I will date every other ethnicity besides white. And the deeper that I dig on this, it's definitely childhood trauma. Like I got made fun of so much in middle school and high school, and I grew up in the white estate, so it was only like white boys bullying me, right? And I think it like subconsciously created this thing where it's like I just didn't like them. My first boyfriend was white, second boyfriend was black, and the way that people treated me when I started dating the black kid, crazy. The things that they said about me, about him, insane. That kid also ended up getting shot and killed, like totally random, was like wrong place, wrong time. And I went to a party that summer, and all of the white boys that were at my school were like, oh, like, what did you expect? Like, he's black and he just deserves. And it's like that stuck with me so. I think that was honestly the turning point where I was like, I'm never a guy again. Like there was just this level of like out of touch with reality, out of touch with what women, like any minority, women, people of color, disabilities, like there was just this, I think this privilege that I saw in white men, and not all of them. I'm not gonna like lump them all together, but at least the ones that I grew up with.
She's right.
That like it just completely turned me off. I just could never. It's not to say that I couldn't end up with a white guy, but it's like now I have a mixed kid, and like there are just certain values that I want to instill in her that like I don't know if like a white guy is gonna be able to raise her the way, you know what I mean? Like now it's just than that.
She's kind of right. You know, that made a lot of sense. And the reason why she dates black guys, she was traumatized as a kid. But yeah, I agree with everything she said. Not anything she said was wrong. You know, you listen to logic as a man and go, that makes a lot of sense. Everything you said. Let's move on.
And y'all ain't ready for this conversation, but I'm gonna say it anyway. They on the DL.
Yep, so according to this nigga, apparently any black male that dates outside of his race of a white woman makes him gay. And what I find funny about this the most is this nigga is gay himself, yet calling other black men gay. The hypocrisy is immaculate. Then he basically goes on to yap about, oh, black men date white women because, oh, they're not gonna question this, they're not gonna question why they hang around other males. Bro, you sound like the R word at its finest. No cap. No, I don't want a white woman. People are free to date who they want to date. They are free to date a white woman, an Asian woman, a Latino woman, a Chinese woman, whoever the hell they want to date. Black men are free to date whatever race they want to date. You don't have to just date black American women. You yap about that one nigga who got deleted by his white girlfriend. Now, I don't agree with that man ripping down black women. What he did towards black women was very disrespectful. But let's not act like black women don't get deleted all the time for dating out their race, and some that do be disrespecting black men. Case in point.
Wow. You showed them all. Wow.
Every last one of these black women you just saw on the screen were deleted for dating outside of their race by Zaddy. But of course, y'all love to pretend like this never happens to black women. But as soon as it happens to black men, y'all get up on here clowning them and
sure do.
making fun of them. Now, once again, I don't agree with these black men disrespecting black women. But at the same time, black women who date outside their race disrespect black men too, and put white men on a high pedestal too. Another thing you niggas need to stop acting like is the amount of black women that get up on here trashing black men all the time. But apparently that doesn't matter though, remember. And side note, one thing I would love to point out, the same black men that date white women, black women don't even want. Y'all never point that out. Y'all be so quick, oh, these black men date white women, but black women don't even want them.
Yep.
These same black men that date white women, but black women don't even want. Why do you think they with a white woman? Side note again, the only people that make interracial relationships an issue in the black community are black women. You have never seen a story going viral of black men getting mad at black women for dating outside of their race. Never. But you see stories all the time where, oh, the football player proposed to the white woman, he received backlash from black women. Black women are the ones that make interracial relationships an issue.
We own you, bitches! We own
Black men never say anything when these women date a white
Sure
man.
don't.
And side note again, black men who don't respect black women were literally raised by single black women who chose Pookie and Ray Ray, aka the worst type of black male, over choosing a regular black man. And remember, black man, using his logic, you're gay if you date white women or any other race of women. Well, mainly white women, based off what he said, you're
Probably
gay
wrong,
in
bro.
DL. This is his logic. Any black man that's ever dated a white woman, remember, you're gay according to him.
Yeah, probably a guy he knew that was gay, let him smash, and he assumed like that. That's the only thing I can see that makes sense. Like, use your brain. Why would you say that? Like, what? It's a woman. He's DL, like, huh? And he's siding with the sisterhood because he's a sister himself. He's siding with the sisterhood, and he's doing it for clicks and views. That's really what he's doing it for. But he's speaking out loud and proud about things that don't make any sense. Like, we can clearly put that thought together that you clearly didn't think about what you were saying. You did it to make money. You did it to get more clicks and more views. And that's why everybody's doing it. But see him, he responded to him with sense and logic. He deserves the clicks and views. See, you got to differentiate the people on TikTok. Stuff like that. When people react to it, though, I guess it helps because you get this kind of reactions and it makes the world a better place again. Let's get into the next one.
Why do black guys date white women? And I really did not appreciate his answer. He said something foolish like white girls apologize more and are willing to be held accountable. That is the dumbest thing ever. When you go to a restaurant, and let's say you've been to this restaurant 4 times, are you the type of person that will order the same thing over and over and over and over again because you know it's good? Or are you willing to try something different? Are you adventurous? The answer that you give to those 2 questions will determine whether you're willing to try something new or you're willing to stick with what you know. Statistics say 60% of young people live within 10 miles of their hometown. 80% live within 100 miles of the town that they grew up in. People tend to stay around what they know and what they're familiar with. But other people are adventurous and are willing to try something new. This is why when a black guy leaves from an area where all he knows he's really only around a majority black women, where he might have 1 or 2 white women exposed to, and he goes to another town because he's a basketball player or a football player, or he goes away to college and he's now exposed to 8 out of 10 people, that 8 out of 10 women that he's exposed to is white women. It comes down to whether he likes to stick with the meal that he's used to and is dependable, or whether he likes to be adventurous. And this is not just limited to
Good point.
guys. That goes for all of us. Whether yellow, black, or white. Yeah, whether you white, black, Asian, Native American, Latino, it does not matter. Do you choose the same meal?
Yeah.
Adventurous. That's why. Nothing nefarious. Give me your thoughts. Maybe I'm way off base. This is Anthony with the Ant Report. On my way to 4,000 followers. Come on and help me get there. Exposure creates
expectations. He's right. He's right. And that's what's happening. You see it all the time. What do football players say? I was at college. It was nothing but white women around. What am I going to do? They're the ones that's taking care of you too in college. It's mostly white women, and they're doing this for me. I'm not going to love a white woman? Of course. That's all you're around. That's all you're exposed to at that moment. And then they're helping you with your homework, or sometimes doing your homework for you, and they probably get away with it because you're a football player. They probably could do your work, do your tests, things like that, right? So they're doing all of that for you. Cooking food, dropping off your laundry. and then rubbing your feet after. That's, man, these women are rubbing their feet and giving them massages.
I love it. I love it.
After a hard practice, and then kissing them on the lips and saying, "I love you, baby." What are you? What's gonna happen? What are these men to do?
Say, where all the real men at? Where the men that treat women right? Where the men that take women on dates and date nights? Y'all ain't looking for them because y'all say they corny. Y'all say they simps. Y'all say they tricks. I'm going to tell you where those type of men at. I'm going to tell you where we at. We sitting somewhere with our wives. The women that treat us right. The women that appreciate how we treat them. That's where we at. We take it. We take it. Only thing left for y'all is scraps. Go out there and be goddamn dogs and go hunt for or something. That's what, you know what? The us real men are where the real women at. Where we appreciate each other, having a real relationship, living a real life, setting real goals, achieving real goals, while y'all complaining about how everybody else ain't. Y'all ain't.
Sounds about right.
Let me tell you something. If you have to ask your girl to be sexually intimate with you, and constantly have to keep asking her, it's three things. Attracted to you anymore, she getting smashed by somebody else, or she's interested in somebody else. Okay? There's no way that you should have to be in a relationship asking to be intimate. There's no way. I'll tell you something, baby. That's one of the reasons why men be cheating. Because they can't get what they want at home. And then y'all be salty. You know what I'm saying? When y'all find out he done went somewhere else. Baby, because you ain't doing what you need to be doing. That's why. Don't be no fools now. Don't be no fools. Because, baby, if you constantly have to do that, that is not who you're supposed to be with. Not at all. Of affection. And believe it or not, men like to be sexually intimate. They like that. It's damn near part of their nature. Just like how dogs are. So, yeah. Y'all know what I love to say. Fellas, you heard it here first. Yeah.
On a nice peaceful walk today, but yet again here I am to complain about people not even being humans anymore. What are we doing? I'm walking towards this girl on the sidewalk, and God forbid we make eye contact or have any sort of human interaction on a how's it going kind of level. She's got the AirPods in, she's got the sunglasses on, she has her phone in.
And all she wanted was a peaceful walk with no one talking to her.
I wonder why they left.
The top comment in this is actually probably the best, and it's giving Barbie, okay? In the sense that Barbie has a good day every day. Ken only has a good day when Barbie looks at Ken. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this, but apparently some men don't understand that women don't feel safe around men. Especially strange men we don't know. First of all, my guy, you were shirtless. I 100% would avoid making eye contact with you. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're somebody's husband or whatever, right? Like, I have no idea who you are. So I'm going to avoid making eye contact. Also, I'm grateful to live in New England, but there is a rumor that there is a serial right now, especially for women, okay? Like, we have to be very aware of our surroundings. A lot of the time, if we're wearing headphones or earbuds, it's just to give the signal of I don't want to talk to you, okay? But I, most often than not, am not listening to anything. I just don't want to be talking to anybody. And if I'm wearing sunglasses, I just don't want you to even look at me. But I want to be able to look at you. I want to be able to see what's going on at all times. And it's exhausting to be a woman and have to be so aware every time you step outside the house. But men, at least this man, doesn't understand that. Men don't understand that because they don't have to think about that, okay? You don't have to think about twice if you can go out running in the evening or at sunset. You don't have to think about, oh, am I going to be alone at night? Or is it okay if I go to the bar by myself? Like, you don't have to think about that. We do. And so we don't make eye contact with strange men we don't know.
Hear me out. I'll tell you why. Number one, at this point in my life, I feel like I see them for what they are. Therefore, I choose not to participate with them in romantic involvement. It would feel like, for instance, going into a burning building, expecting for the fires to not catch on your clothing. You're going into a burning building. I'm not putting blame on women who don't see it this way or haven't gotten to that point, but that's the point that I've gotten to. And it was really hard to get to. It was not easy, but I'm there. Number two, why would I hate them when it seems like men hate themselves enough. In my opinion, at this point, I know how we talk about how much men hate women. Yes, but I am really starting to believe it's more about men hating themselves. I think that's similar with women, but I think it's more prevalent and more historical, if you know what I mean, that men hate themselves. Honestly, I feel like a lot of the mistreatment, if not all, that I've endured from men over my life, as well as the other women I know, women in general, those actions from them towards us really stems from self-hatred, self-denial, disconnect from self, denial of nature, because again, I believe, but I'll just stop saying that, nature is matriarchal. Patriarchy is unnatural, right? You really gotta fight to stick and to uphold to something that's unnatural, to a whole way of life that's unnatural. And that's what's happening. That's what's been happening. That's what we've been doing. That's what I've been doing. Unbeknownst to me, but here we are. I think that we as a whole are continuously fighting for connection to ourselves while also fighting against it and fighting for connection with each other in ways that aren't how it's supposed to naturally go, maybe. I think women, we connect with each other, whether we realize it or not. We connect with each other in ways that we don't even grasp. A good example of that is when we as women compete over a man, which is one of the biggest things that we experience and that we are kind of pushed to do in this society, is fighting with each other over a man. Who is really the most important person to you? If you've experienced this, who is really the most important person to you at some point, if not at the beginning, of that hatred, that competition, rivalry, that ownership over the man? Tell me it's not the woman. Does the man not really at the end of the day seem like the mark or like just the object in place to fuel?
We all get it. You hate men, so what are you gonna do? What I mean by that is, are you gonna date women? Are you gonna be with women? So who are you having relations with? That's what I'm wondering. Because the way you're talking, it sounds like you switched to the other team, right? It sounds like you've been looking at your friends the whole time. You've had friendships with them. Oh, I think she's hot. Like, come on now. Really? What are you doing? Oh, you're still smashing men, right? That's why every time you hear them talk, it's like, because that's what I'm asking myself the whole time. What are you doing for fun? Oh, you're abstinent. Oh, I bet.
This, but we've been saying this for decades.
Every husband that I have ever met that's loyal, stable, consistent, loving, super nice, will do anything for the family, anything for her, anything for the kids, constantly self-sacrifice himself and his own well-being for her, okay? Every single husband that I know in that category has been left, has been cheated on, has been heartbroken, or has been divorced.
It's an evil world we live in, but hey, I'm gonna keep living.
Okay? Now, over the years, every single husband that I've watched who moves the exact opposite, meaning he does whatever he wants, he doesn't really care. Maybe he's at the bar 3 or 4 nights a week, he's drinking, he's smoking, she can never get a hold of him, he forgets to charge his phone is dead, she can't get a hold of him, he forgets to reply to the text message, he's out shooting pool with his friends, right? Then he's out over at this sports bar hanging out, and the wife and kids are never really a priority. I have watched these wives consistently chase and pursue these men's validation and stay with these husbands year after year after year after year, staying with them despite constantly complaining about them.
Then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong. With a Russell, he ain't finna do nothing. You never finna be no victim.